Do you want to know what is really easy in real estate right now? Taking a listing, putting it online quickly, and telling the owner whatever they want to hear. What's harder is having the conversation that actually protects their best interests. So a few weeks ago, I had a conversation with a homeowner about potentially selling their investment property. And honestly, I think this is a really important conversation right now because we're seeing more investors just quietly reassessing their options with rising holding costs, compliance pressures, and proposed budget changes. And it's all creating a little bit of uncertainty for them. So at that stage, because the property was tenanted, I'd only seen the photos online. So based on what I could see and homes that we'd recently sold in that very area, we discussed what I thought the likely price outcome would be if they did decide to move ahead. They explained that they had some plans in motion and selling the property was going to help make those plans more possible. During that conversation, they also mentioned that they were aware that there was a bit of damage to the home that was beyond what we'd call normal wear and tear, but that everyone was aware of it and agreements were in place to have it all repaired. So initially, everything sounded fairly manageable, but then I went through the property and honestly, the condition of the home was very different to what I had expected from the photos and from the conversations. And this is where I think responsible advice matters more than simply grabbing a listing and rushing a property online. Because the reality is that if that property had hit the market in its current condition, there was not a snowball's chance that it was achieving the result that we had originally discussed. Buyers are cautious right now. They're comparing everything, and properties that aren't in what we'd call optimal selling condition are being judged harshly and quickly. So instead of just saying, no worries, let's get it online, we sat down and worked through the scenarios properly. What would it look like outcome-wise if it was sold as is? How long could that take? What level of buyers would it attract? But also, what could the outcome potentially look like if the property was brought back to a stronger selling standard first? And did that option actually fit within their timelines, finances, and their bigger goals? Because sometimes, most of the time, the best advice isn't the fastest advice. And especially for investors right now, when emotions, uncertainty, and outside noise are high, having calm and practical conversations around strategy can make a huge difference financially. Selling isn't just about putting a property online and hoping for the best. It is about understanding the market, understanding buyer behaviour, and helping people make decisions that protect their bigger picture, not just today's timeline. So if you're currently weighing up your options, even if you're nowhere near making that actual move yet, this is exactly why having an early strategy conversation can be so valuable.